Have you ever wondered if a few simple words, repeated with genuine belief every single day, could begin to change the direction of your life? What if the conversation you have with yourself each morning is far more powerful than you've ever imagined? Today, we're talking about something that has inspired millions of people around the world: the idea of speaking your desired future into existence. If your dream is to hold the winning lottery ticket in your hands, this message is for you. But this isn't about wishing without purpose or expecting miracles overnight. It's about aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your daily words with the reality you hope to experience. The phrases you repeat consistently can influence your mindset, strengthen your confidence, and help you stay focused on opportunities instead of fear. Imagine waking up each day feeling grateful before anything has changed, smiling because deep inside you believe something incredible is already making its way toward you. That kind of belief changes how you carry yourself. It replaces doubt with expectation and scarcity with possibility. Whether you've been practicing manifestation for years or you're just beginning your journey, today's affirmation is designed to help you build a stronger sense of faith, abundance, and certainty. So, find a quiet moment, open your heart, and listen carefully. The words you're about to hear are meant to become part of your daily routine, not because the words themselves create magic, but because they can help shape a mindset rooted in hope, gratitude, and unwavering belief. And sometimes, a changed mindset is where extraordinary stories begin. What if the words you repeat every morning are quietly shaping the life you experience? Think about it for a moment. Before the world has a chance to tell you who you are, before social media, before work, before stress, there is a brief moment when your mind is listening. That moment is powerful. It's like fresh soil waiting for seeds to be planted. The question is, what are you planting? Are you planting fear, doubt, and thoughts like, nothing ever works out for me? Or are you planting hope, confidence, and the expectation that wonderful things can happen? If you're hoping to manifest a winning lottery ticket, your daily words matter because they influence the way you think, feel, and approach each day. Many people underestimate the conversations they have with themselves. They believe success only comes from luck or chance, but they overlook the fact that their inner dialogue affects their emotions every single day. If you constantly tell yourself that you're unlucky, that money never comes your way, or that people like you never win, those beliefs become familiar. They start feeling like facts, even when they're only assumptions. On the other hand, when you intentionally speak words of abundance, possibility, and gratitude, you're training your mind to focus on opportunities instead of limitations. You're giving yourself permission to believe that good things are possible. This is why daily affirmations have become such a meaningful practice for so many people. They're not about pretending your current reality doesn't exist. They're about refusing to let your current circumstances define your future. Every time you repeat a positive statement with sincerity, you're reminding yourself that your story is still being written. You are choosing faith over fear. You are choosing expectation over disappointment. And that simple shift can completely change the energy you bring into your day. If your dream is to one day hold the winning lottery ticket, start by speaking as someone who believes abundance belongs in their life. You might quietly say, I welcome unexpected blessings into my life. I am grateful for financial abundance. I trust that amazing opportunities are finding me every day. These words don't need to be loud. They don't need to impress anyone else. What matters is that you believe them a little more every time you repeat them. Even if your belief is small at first, consistency helps it grow. At the beginning, your mind may resist. It may whisper, this isn't true, or who are you trying to fool? That's completely normal. Your brain naturally clings to familiar patterns, even when those patterns are negative. Don't argue with those thoughts. Simply continue speaking your affirmations with patience. Over time, your new beliefs begin to feel more natural than your old doubts. Change rarely happens in one dramatic moment. More often it happens quietly, through small daily habits repeated over and over again. One mistake people often make is treating affirmations like a magic formula. They say the words once or twice and expect instant results. Then, when nothing changes overnight, they give up. But real transformation isn't built on impatience. It's built on consistency. Think about watering a plant. You don't pour an entire year's worth of water on it in one day. You water it regularly, trusting that growth is happening beneath the surface long before you can see it. Your mindset works the same way. Every positive word you speak is another drop of water helping new beliefs take root. It's also important to speak your affirmations with emotion. Words without feeling are easy to forget. But when you close your eyes and truly imagine the joy, excitement, and gratitude you would feel receiving wonderful financial news, your affirmations become much more meaningful. Picture yourself smiling. Imagine calling your loved ones with exciting news. Feel the relief of knowing your financial worries have become lighter. Let yourself experience those emotions for a few moments each day. Whether or not that exact outcome happens, you're practicing hope instead of fear. And that's a healthier place to live from. Remember, affirmations are not about controlling the universe or guaranteeing a specific event. No set of words can promise that a lottery ticket will win. The value of affirmations is that they help cultivate a positive, resilient mindset, encourage gratitude, and keep you focused on possibilities rather than constant negativity. They remind you that your thoughts deserve your attention because they influence your attitude, your confidence, and the way you respond to life's opportunities. So, beginning today, make your words intentional. Don't wait until life feels perfect before you speak positively. Speak positively because you're becoming the kind of person who chooses hope every single day. Whether you're making breakfast, driving to work, taking a walk, or getting ready for bed, let your daily affirmations become part of your routine. They cost nothing, they take only a few minutes, and they can help you approach life with greater optimism and gratitude. The journey toward any dream always begins with what you repeatedly tell yourself. So choose your words carefully. Let them remind you that abundance is possible, gratitude is powerful, and hope is worth holding on to. Say your affirmations daily, believe in the possibility of a brighter future, and allow those positive thoughts to inspire your actions, your attitude, and the way you experience each new day. Close your eyes for just a moment and ask yourself one simple question. If you already knew your winning day was coming, how would you feel today? Would you wake up worried about every little thing? Or would there be a quiet confidence inside you? Most people think happiness comes after they receive what they want. They believe they'll finally smile after they win, feel grateful after the money arrives, or become confident after life changes. But what if you've been looking at it the other way around? What if the feeling comes first, and that feeling changes the way you experience every single day? One of the biggest secrets behind manifestation is learning to feel like the person you hope to become before your circumstances catch up. This doesn't mean pretending your bills don't exist or acting as though you've already won millions of dollars. It means choosing not to let fear become your permanent emotional home. It means creating space for hope, excitement, gratitude, and trust, even while you're still waiting for your breakthrough. Think about how different your energy is when you're expecting something wonderful. Maybe you've experienced it before when waiting for good news, planning a vacation, or celebrating an important milestone. You naturally smile more. You notice beauty around you. You become kinder, calmer, and more patient. Your entire attitude shifts because your mind believes something good is ahead. That's the emotional state you want to practice every day. Not because it guarantees a lottery win, but because it allows you to enjoy your life instead of constantly feeling trapped by worry. Many people unknowingly spend more time imagining disappointment than success. They buy a ticket and immediately think, I probably won't win. They repeat this thought so often that it becomes automatic. Then they wonder why they never feel excited or hopeful anymore. While it's wise to keep realistic expectations about games of chance, it's also healthy to notice when negative thinking has become a habit. You don't have to feed that habit every single day. Instead, begin speaking to yourself with confidence. Say things like, I welcome abundance into my life. I am open to wonderful surprises. Every day brings new possibilities. I choose hope over fear. These aren't promises about what will happen tomorrow. They're reminders about who you choose to be today. They help shift your focus from what you lack to what could be possible. Your emotions matter because they influence your mindset. If every day begins with frustration and ends with disappointment, it's difficult to recognize the good things already present in your life. But when gratitude becomes part of your daily routine, something interesting happens. You start appreciating the blessings you've overlooked. You notice supportive people, unexpected opportunities, peaceful moments, and small victories that once went unnoticed. Gratitude doesn't mean settling for less. It means recognizing that your life already contains reasons to smile while remaining hopeful about the future. This is why it's so important to visualize your dream with genuine emotion. If you imagine holding a winning lottery ticket, don't rush through the picture in your mind. Pause there. Imagine the smile on your face. Imagine taking a deep breath of relief. Imagine the excitement of sharing joyful news with the people you love. Let yourself feel thankful for a few quiet moments. Then open your eyes and carry that peaceful feeling into the rest of your day. Of course, there will be days when belief feels harder. Maybe you've been disappointed before. Maybe you've hoped for something that never happened. Those experiences can leave behind doubt, and that's completely understandable. But don't let yesterday's disappointments decide tomorrow's possibilities. Every new day gives you another opportunity to choose optimism instead of defeat. It's also important to remember that your worth has never depended on whether you win a lottery. You are already valuable, already capable of creating meaning in your life, and already deserving of moments of joy. Manifestation becomes much healthier when it comes from a place of appreciation rather than desperation. Instead of thinking, my life can only begin after I win, try thinking, my life is meaningful today, and I'm excited about what the future may bring. That small shift removes pressure and replaces it with peace. As you continue your daily affirmations, let your emotions support your words. Speak slowly, breathe deeply, smile if it feels natural. Feel grateful before you see results. This practice isn't about forcing yourself to ignore reality. It's about refusing to let fear write the story of your future. Hope is a choice you can make every morning, regardless of what's happening around you. The truth is, people are naturally drawn to positive energy. When you carry yourself with calm confidence and gratitude, your relationships often improve. You communicate differently. You make decisions with greater clarity. You recover from setbacks more quickly. Even if life doesn't unfold exactly as you imagined, you've built a mindset that helps you handle challenges with strength instead of panic. So today, choose to feel like someone whose future still holds wonderful possibilities. Speak your affirmations with sincerity. Let gratitude become your daily habit. Celebrate small blessings while staying open to bigger ones. And remember that while no affirmation can guarantee a winning lottery ticket, it can help you cultivate hope, resilience, and a positive outlook that makes every day richer, brighter, and far more enjoyable. Sometimes the greatest transformation begins long before the outcome changes, when your heart learns to believe that good things are still possible. Have you ever noticed how quickly doubt can sneak into your mind? One moment you're feeling hopeful, imagining your dreams coming true, and the next moment a little voice whispers, "What if it never happens?" That voice has stopped more dreams than failure ever could. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It simply repeats the same fears until they start to sound like facts. If you're on a manifestation journey, especially one centered around the dream of holding a winning lottery ticket, learning to recognize that voice and choosing not to let it control you is one of the most important steps you can take. The truth is, every person experiences doubt. Even the most confident people have moments where they question themselves. The difference is that they don't let those moments become permanent. They acknowledge the uncertainty, but they keep moving forward with hope. That's the mindset you want to build. Not blind certainty that a specific outcome is guaranteed, but the quiet confidence that your life can still surprise you in beautiful ways. When people first begin using affirmations, they often expect doubt to disappear overnight. But that's not usually how the mind works. Imagine you've walked down the same path through a forest every day for years. That path is easy to follow because it's familiar. Now imagine trying to create a brand new path. At first it's difficult. The old trail still feels more natural. Your thoughts work the same way. If you've spent years believing you're unlucky or that nothing good ever happens to you, those beliefs have become well-worn paths in your mind. Creating new beliefs takes patience, repetition, and kindness toward yourself. That's why your daily words matter so much. Every morning, before doubt has a chance to take over, remind yourself of the mindset you want to strengthen. Say, I choose hope over fear. I welcome abundance into my life. I trust that my future holds wonderful possibilities. I release limiting beliefs and make room for new opportunities. These affirmations won't erase uncertainty, but they can gradually help shift your focus away from fear and toward possibility. One mistake people often make is trying to force belief. They think they have to convince themselves that something is absolutely certain, even when deep down they're struggling. You don't have to fake confidence. Instead, allow yourself to say, I'm learning to believe. I'm becoming more hopeful. I'm open to positive change. Growth doesn't require perfection. It simply requires consistency. Another important part of releasing doubt is letting go of the need to control every detail. Many people become so attached to one specific outcome that they spend every day feeling anxious, checking constantly for signs, and worrying whenever nothing changes. Ironically, that constant stress can steal the peace they're hoping manifestation will bring. Hope becomes much healthier when it's paired with patience. Think about planting a seed in a garden. After placing it in the soil, you don't dig it up every morning to see if it's growing. You water it, protect it, and trust the process. Some days, nothing appears to be happening, yet beneath the surface, roots are quietly developing. In many areas of life, meaningful growth happens the same way. You may not see immediate changes, but that doesn't mean your mindset isn't becoming stronger, calmer, and more resilient. It's also helpful to pay attention to the stories you tell yourself throughout the day. If something small goes wrong, do you immediately think, nothing ever works out for me? If you lose a little money, do you tell yourself you're destined to struggle forever? Those automatic thoughts can become habits if they're left unchallenged. The next time you catch yourself thinking that way, gently interrupt the pattern. Replace it with something more balanced, like, today wasn't perfect, but tomorrow is a new opportunity. Or, one setback doesn't define my future. Trust grows one choice at a time. Every time you choose hope instead of defeat, gratitude instead of frustration, or patience instead of panic, you're strengthening a healthier mindset. That doesn't mean life suddenly becomes easy. Challenges will still come, disappointments may still happen, but your response to those moments begins to change. Instead of immediately assuming the worst, you become more willing to believe that better days are still ahead. Remember that no one can predict or guarantee the outcome of a lottery draw. Games of chance are random by nature, and no affirmation or manifestation practice can promise a winning ticket. What your daily practice can do is help you develop optimism, emotional balance, and a greater appreciation for the present while remaining open to future possibilities. Those qualities have value regardless of any specific outcome. As you continue this journey, don't measure your progress only by external results. Notice how you feel inside. Are you calmer than you were a month ago? Do you spend less time worrying? Are you speaking to yourself with more kindness? Have you become more grateful for the blessings already in your life? Those changes matter because they shape the person you're becoming. So whenever doubt knocks on the door of your mind, don't invite it in for a long conversation. Acknowledge it, then gently return your attention to hope. Speak your affirmations with sincerity. Breathe deeply. Smile when you can. Trust that every positive thought you practice is helping build a stronger, more peaceful version of yourself. Whether your dream arrives in the way you imagine or through opportunities you never expected, choosing hope over fear is never wasted. It's a gift you give yourself every single day, and it's one that can transform not just what you expect from life, but how fully you enjoy living it. Imagine receiving the news you've been dreaming about for so long. Your heart starts racing, your hands begin to shake, and for a moment everything around you feels completely still. You look at the ticket one more time because it almost doesn't feel real. Then a smile spreads across your face, and the first words that leave your mouth are, "Thank you." It's interesting, isn't it? Before most people celebrate, before they make plans, before they even fully understand what's happening, gratitude naturally shows up. So here's a question worth thinking about. If gratitude is one of the first emotions you would feel after your dream came true, why wait until then to experience it? Gratitude has an incredible way of changing the atmosphere inside your mind. It gently shifts your attention away from everything that's missing and toward everything that's already meaningful. That doesn't mean you stop dreaming about a better future. It simply means you stop believing that happiness can only begin after one particular event happens. When you learn to appreciate today's blessings while still holding on to tomorrow's hopes, life becomes much lighter. Many people spend so much time thinking about what they don't have that they forget to notice what they already do. They wake up worrying about money, comparing themselves to others, and focusing on everything that feels out of reach. By the end of the day, they've trained their minds to search for problems instead of blessings. Over time, that habit becomes automatic. But gratitude works in the opposite direction. It teaches your mind to notice goodness even on ordinary days. Every morning, before you think about your goals or your dreams, pause for a few moments. Take a deep breath and simply look around. Maybe you're grateful for another sunrise, for a roof over your head, for your family, for your health, for a hot cup of coffee, or for the chance to begin again. These things might seem small, but they are the foundation of a meaningful life. When you appreciate them, you begin your day with abundance instead of lack. If your dream is to manifest a winning lottery ticket, let gratitude become part of that journey. Instead of constantly saying, "I don't have enough," try saying, "I'm thankful for everything I have, and I'm open to receiving even more blessings." Notice how different those two statements feel. One comes from fear and scarcity. The other comes from appreciation and hope. Your words influence your emotions, and your emotions influence the way you experience each day. There is something peaceful about trusting that life still has beautiful surprises waiting for you. Trust doesn't mean expecting that every wish will happen exactly the way you imagine. It means believing that your future isn't limited by your current circumstances. It means allowing yourself to wake up with hope instead of dread. Gratitude helps create that kind of trust because it reminds you that good things have already happened in your life before. If they happened once, it's reasonable to remain open to the possibility of more good moments ahead. Another beautiful habit is expressing gratitude before you go to sleep. Instead of ending your day by thinking about everything that went wrong, spend a few quiet moments remembering what went right. Maybe someone smiled at you. Maybe you solved a problem. Maybe you laughed with someone you love. Maybe you simply made it through a difficult day with strength you didn't know you had. These moments deserve your attention because they remind you that your life is already filled with value. It's also important to remember that gratitude isn't about ignoring difficulties. Everyone faces challenges. Everyone has moments when life feels unfair or uncertain. Gratitude doesn't ask you to pretend those struggles don't exist. Instead, it encourages you to recognize that even during hard seasons, there are still reasons to keep believing in tomorrow. Sometimes gratitude is as simple as saying, "Today was difficult, but I'm thankful I have another chance tomorrow." When people practice gratitude consistently, they often notice subtle changes in themselves. They become less impatient. They complain less. They celebrate other people's success instead of feeling jealous. They smile more often. They carry themselves with quiet confidence because they are no longer waiting for one event to give their life meaning. That inner peace is valuable whether or not every dream unfolds exactly as planned. As you repeat your daily affirmations, allow gratitude to become the emotion behind every word. If you say, "I welcome abundance into my life," let those words be accompanied by genuine appreciation for the abundance that's already present. If you say, "Wonderful opportunities are coming my way," say it with a grateful heart instead of anxious desperation. Gratitude softens your expectations and replaces pressure with peace. Remember, no affirmation or gratitude practice can guarantee the outcome of a random lottery draw. The lottery is a game of chance, and no mindset can promise a winning ticket. But what gratitude can absolutely do is transform the way you experience your journey. It helps you appreciate today instead of constantly postponing happiness until tomorrow. It strengthens hope without creating unrealistic certainty. It reminds you that abundance isn't only measured by money, but also by love, health, friendships, meaningful experiences, and the countless blessings that often go unnoticed. So beginning today, make gratitude part of your daily routine. Whisper "thank you" before your feet touch the floor in the morning. Say thank you when something unexpected makes you smile. Say thank you before you fall asleep at night. Let appreciation become your natural response to life, not because everything is perfect, but because every new day offers another opportunity to hope, to grow, and to believe that beautiful possibilities are still waiting just around the corner. What if the only thing standing between where you are today and the life you dream about is your willingness to keep going when nothing seems to be changing? That's a question many people never stop to ask themselves. We live in a world that celebrates quick results. We want instant answers, overnight success, and immediate proof that our efforts are working. But some of the most meaningful changes in life happen quietly, one day at a time, long before anyone can see them. Whether you're using daily affirmations, practicing gratitude, or simply trying to become a more hopeful person, consistency is where the real transformation begins. It's easy to feel excited on the first day of a new habit. You wake up motivated, repeat your affirmations with confidence, and imagine incredible things happening. But what about a week later? What about a month later, when life becomes busy, distractions appear, or nothing seems different? That's when many people stop. They assume their efforts weren't worth it because they expected immediate results. In reality, lasting change almost always requires patience. Think about learning a new skill. No one expects to become a great musician after one lesson, or a skilled athlete after one workout. Progress comes from showing up again and again, even on the days when improvement isn't obvious. Your mindset works exactly the same way. Every time you choose hopeful thoughts over negative ones, every time you practice gratitude instead of complaining, and every time you repeat your affirmations with sincerity, you're strengthening a healthier mental habit. Those small choices add up over time. If your dream includes someday holding a winning lottery ticket, it's important to remember what you can and cannot control. You cannot control the outcome of a random draw, and no daily phrase or manifestation practice can guarantee that a ticket will win. But you can control your attitude, your emotional well-being, and the way you respond to each new day. That's where your real power lies. Instead of spending every day worrying about results, focus on becoming someone who lives with optimism, resilience, and gratitude, regardless of the outcome. One beautiful way to stay consistent is to create a simple daily ritual. It doesn't have to be complicated. You might wake up 5 minutes earlier than usual, sit somewhere peaceful, take a few deep breaths, and repeat your favorite affirmations slowly. You might write down 3 things you're grateful for before leaving the house. You might spend a few moments visualizing the life you hope to create. Then carry that hopeful feeling with you throughout the day. These small routines don't require hours of effort, but they can help you begin each day with intention. There will be moments when you question yourself. You may wonder if any of this is making a difference. Those moments are normal. Everyone experiences them. Instead of seeing doubt as a reason to quit, treat it as a reminder to reconnect with why you started. Maybe your goal was never just about money. Maybe it was about believing in possibilities again. Maybe it was about replacing years of negative thinking with a healthier outlook. If that's true, then every day you practice hope is already a meaningful victory. It's also important not to compare your journey with anyone else's. Social media often makes it seem like everyone else is living a perfect life filled with endless success. But every person has challenges you cannot see. Comparing your progress to someone else's story only steals your peace. Focus on becoming a little more positive than you were yesterday. Celebrate the quiet improvements. Notice when you recover from disappointment more quickly. Appreciate the days when gratitude comes more naturally. These are signs that you're growing, even if your external circumstances haven't changed yet. Another habit worth developing is learning to celebrate small wins. Maybe you kept your morning routine for an entire week. Maybe you caught yourself replacing a negative thought with a hopeful one. Maybe you handled a stressful situation with more patience than before. These moments deserve recognition because they're evidence that you're becoming stronger from the inside out. Personal growth isn't always dramatic. Often it's built through ordinary choices repeated consistently. As you continue saying your daily affirmations, remember that the goal isn't to force life to unfold exactly the way you imagine. The goal is to create a mindset that allows you to meet life with courage, optimism, and gratitude. When you stop measuring every day by whether your biggest dream has arrived, and instead measure it by the kind of person you're becoming, you'll discover a deeper sense of peace. Ironically, that's often when life becomes more enjoyable. Trust the value of showing up for yourself every day. Speak kind words to yourself. Protect your hope without ignoring reality. Stay open to opportunities. Work toward your goals. Make wise financial decisions. And continue appreciating the blessings that already surround you. Dreams are wonderful, but so is the life you're living right now. Don't postpone all your happiness until one future moment. As we come to the end of this journey together, remember this above everything else. Your words have power because they shape your mindset. Your gratitude has power because it changes your perspective. Your consistency has power because it builds lasting habits. While no affirmation can promise a winning lottery ticket, choosing hope, kindness, patience, and appreciation every single day can transform the way you experience your life. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, don't begin your day with worry. Begin it with belief. Speak your affirmations with a calm heart. Smile before you have a reason. Be thankful before everything is perfect. Keep moving forward one day at a time. Stay consistent, stay hopeful, and let your daily practice remind you that a life filled with gratitude, peace, and possibility is already a remarkable prize. Whatever tomorrow brings, you'll meet it with confidence, an open heart, and the quiet belief that beautiful things are always possible.